Hello and welcome to Manolin in 5. One issue, 5 minutes. Come with us. Right, issue number 22. Challenges of electric vehicles. Challenges? Sounds like there are some difficult problems. Just before we get into the specifics, let's remember that a vehicle is not just a car, but it can be anything. Any moving machine that we can ride. Let's start with the environment. But today we would like to talk about not all, but a particular type of transportation that is very problematic but seldom talked about when it comes to electric cars. Here are two different vehicles. Which one do you think makes more bad smoke? Yep, the bigger truck does. It consumes more energy and thus leaves more waste behind. But it's actually the little cars that we see more often that have been converted to electric. Why then can't big trucks change what they consume? Let's imagine a delivery from Busan to Seoul. A trailer truck picks up the product from the port in Busan and it travels up the highway and arrives at a hub or a warehouse, which is not in Seoul, but somewhere near Seoul. The product is then handed over to little truck, which will eventually come to our door. The little truck, also known as the last mile vehicle, has less trouble being electric because it doesn't have to travel very far, and so can charge itself anywhere, quickly and frequently. But the trailer truck, which has a huge battery, must find itself stopping for hours at charging stations to be filled up. Another problem is the weight of these big electric batteries. A battery for a large electric vehicle could weigh as much as 5 tons or 5,000 kilograms. This, of course, means that you have to unload the same amount of goods. And it's a huge disadvantage for a company who has to make money by transporting as much and quickly as possible. And what about charging? Those chargers we see at parking lots and service stations are simply not capable of servicing large trucks. And you also need a much bigger piece of land for parking as well. According to experts, a government would have to invest an incredible amount of money in order to build such infrastructures. Well, let's say we're in the future now. All those battery and charging problems we've just talked about have been solved. Are electric vehicles now then perfect transportation that will save the world? Not so clearly. They say there are even more problems with electric cars. First, electric cars don't make gases, but actually they produce more particle matters than petrol cars. How? Tires. An electric family car would be around 500 kilograms heavier than a normal family car because of its battery. A heavier car pushes the ground down with more power and wears out its tires much more quickly. This is a significant amount of unhealthy substances mixing into the air. Secondly, an electric car itself may be environment friendly. But what if the electricity it uses comes from a power plant that is not clean, like fossil fuel In other words, for an electric car to be really clean, it must always be charged with renewable energy, like solar or wind power. Unfortunately, we're running out of time, but there are more issues, such as how difficult it is to recycle electric batteries, or the process of finding enough minerals that go into the batteries. Do find out more about electric vehicles in our recent issue. You can also visit our website or Instagram. 5 minutes, thank you, and bye bye.